Well, want to know. I could tell you that was an unbelievable game. Really, you got to give hats off to Temple. I mean, they came in and played extremely tough. Our guys, we offensively just in the first half really had a couple setbacks, weren't clicking the way that we'd like to get started. But I'll tell you, our defense, they battled, and I'm just so proud of our football team and the guys that are in that locker room right now for the work they put in. We talk all the time. Is that it matters how you start, but it's all about how you finish. And I'll tell you that in every area, that second half, our guys came out and played at an exceptionally high level, and just so proud of them. There's a lot of great individual performances, but collectively as a football team, that's what it's supposed to be like.
In a game of big plays, what was the biggest play for you? What was the difference maker?
I thought the kickoff return. That's been, they had just scored, got a little bit of momentum. We've been talking all week. Heck, we've been talking, ever since I've been here. We wanted that. And that's something that our guys, they believe in. Coach Lorg's done a tremendous job. He told them at the beginning of the week, said this was going to be the one. And, when Tony, we had to win him. You talk about how a guy responds. Right? Tony had the mistake earlier in the game, and boy, did he make up for it in a big way. And when he busted that thing through, it was a huge point in the game. And so, really proud of him.
Coach, it don't look by stat line a lot the defense played well, but the defense kept you in the game early.
Yeah, the stat lines, sometimes they'll lie to you in how you play, and I thought those guys played exceptional. And, they were put in some really tough situations, and they responded. I know down in the red zone to be able to hold them to a couple early field goals, really allowed us to, even though we weren't clicking offensively, there early in the first half, it allowed us to stay in the game. And then, the guys just, created a couple takeaways, and then, the way that it finished up, and we were down, Arthur went out for a significant amount of time. You were already without Dontrell, and we're starting to kind of get down into using a lot of different faces. And you look at a defense that plays 38 minutes in a game. Well, that's difficult. And but those guys never gave up. They kept battling. We always talk about focusing on that next play. And boy, Chauncey Lanier, what an incredible play by just an unbelievable young man. Just so proud of him. Yeah, they're a good defense, and they got a good defensive front. They were able to get some penetration. We weren't able to run the ball as much, and we just couldn't get a rhythm going. And I think in the first half, I don't know what our stat line was, but it was we weren't moving the chains. We weren't getting a whole lot. The play before, or the series before the half, that was big for us because we actually got a little bit of movement and was able to extend the drive, and that kind of gave us a little momentum moving forward. And but I tell you, they're a good defense. They've done that and will do that to a lot of different teams. But we've got to clean up our mistakes. We've got to do a better job of our execution, and I know we're going to get better.
You stuck with the run before Norvell, and that series.
Yep.
Obviously, first you had one good run at the left, and then you did went back there.
Yeah.
Something you decided we're going to stick with the run.
Well, we knew we had to, and against that team, against a quality pass rush, you can't let them tee off on you, and that was a major part of this game. Is we had to run the football against a defense that hasn't given up a whole lot of rushing yards. And so I thought Coach Long, we talked all week about being patient, make sure that we're taking trying to take what they're giving us and establishing the run game. And I thought he did a nice job of mixing some things up, and then Dorland made a heck of a play, and to be able to break that big one was huge. Darrell Henderson came back with another one later. Those were just monumental plays in that game.
Your punter making the play he did maybe saved everybody's bacon. If he gets tackled down there, if they block that punt rather.
No, it's I tell you what, Nick Jacobs. He's done an incredible job. That's the second time that he's had a situation where the potential of a extremely bad play, and he's controlled it. And so that was another big play of the game. You can go through the entire 60 minutes and point out significant plays that helped attribute us winning that football game. And I talked all week. This was a championship level game. I mean, this is a defending East champion. That is a good football team. That quarterback, I mean, he was able to get into a rhythm. He made some plays. He's been struggling a little bit early, but he came back and he played like a 4-year starter, and they did some nice things. So that's a battle of championship level atmospheres, and I was just so proud of our guys how they finished.
How close did you come going forward on the last cut first half rather than taking the field goal?
We thought about it, but right there we knew we had deferred to start the game. I knew that there would be there'd be a little bit of a challenge. I wanted to make sure that no matter what happened in the first half, that we're getting the ball to begin the second half. And so let's go in, let's get points on the board. Let's go in and make the adjustments. And so that was one of those decisions that we had to make. But I thought it played out.
You talked about Pollard coming back from the fumble and then returning the kickoff for the touchdown. Avery had what appeared to be a pick six in his hand and dropped it, and then gets a pick six later.
Yeah, that was huge, and it just the momentum swings whenever as things were going back and forth. We talked a lot about the field position. We wanted to be able to pin them back and just consistently play in the next play defensively. We thought we'd get some opportunities, and Jannard missed the one earlier, and then to be able to respond and get a second pick six of the year, very proud of that young man and the work that he's putting in. Those guys battled. I mean, we played 88 snaps on defense. That's back-to-back weeks. You play that many plays, and we did it in 5 days. So I can guarantee you we got some sore bodies in there and two physical football teams. And so, but I thought we showed some heart tonight. I was really proud of Tiger Nation and everybody in the Liberty Bowl. When we needed you, you were loud, and it was just a great atmosphere.
What does this kind of win do for your team moving forward, I guess, in terms of momentum and confidence?
Yeah, I mean, it shows that we have a good football team, and are we where we need to be? No, not even close. We've got to continue to build. We have to continue to get better. Last week, we had made a run. We had that momentum swing, but we didn't finish it, and that was something that when the swing happened, you felt it on the sideline. You felt the energy of the guys, the excitement, and that's all we were talking about is, man, hey, let's go finish. Let's focus on doing our job, trust our fundamentals, trust our training, and, guys went and got it done. And I got to give hats off to Coach Storms and our strength and conditioning staff, our guys and the training that they've had and what they've done to get to this point has been exceptional. And I think when you look at our defense and what they were able to do, it definitely showcases that well.